My name is Arjan from UNISF.
Sir, how do you feel to come to here?
Yeah. Now, it's great to see so many companies, the government, and technical institutes coming together to look at how can we use corporate social responsibility to better the life of people. And what I always say, it's companies, it's about profit. And it's great to see that they also look not only at profit, increasingly they also are concerned about the planet, and also increasingly they're concerned about people. So I call it the 3 Ps: profit, planet, and people. And as UNICEF, we're proud to be here and discuss and share experiences. And within the 3 Ps, we would like to add a C. And I call it the C of children. And there are quite a few examples where you see that companies are doing special programs in the communities where they work to, for instance, ensure that children can go to school, or that there's access to clean water, or nutrition programs, there were examples, or a program, there's an example where they had mobile computers, so that children who didn't have access to education could actually use the computers through a mobile phone and actually could learn. So we're really encouraged to see about these tremendous investments and sharing of ideas to ensure that there's also a better life for children through businesses.
And here, do you find anyone is the best service team or anything?
I wouldn't say the best, but I really was excited about a wide variety of areas that people are working in. And I also saw the different companies talking to each other and to learn from each other what they can do. And I think there are quite some good examples where they're investing on special nutrition programs, or some companies had adopted Anganwadi centers, improved Anganwadi centers to ensure that children can go there and can get nutrition interventions, but also improving of schools and access to schools. So it's really great to see this wide variety of investments, not by companies, not only about profits, not only about the planet, not only about people, but also increasingly in the CSR, the corporate social responsibility, also looking at children.
Yeah, UNICEF is organizing any events like this?
Yes, we are working very closely with companies, with organizations working with companies, with the government. We realize that ultimately parents, communities are responsible for children. Government provides services, critical services, builds schools, has got health centers, but we also recognize it's not enough. Yeah, there's still a lot of children not going to school, a lot of children don't have access to health care, they don't have access to good nutrition, no access to water, so we need more players. And let's be honest, one of the biggest players at national level, at the communities level, at the lowest level is the private sector. And that's why it's so important that the private sector recognizes that it's not only about profits, it's about people, it's about planets, and it's about children as well. So that's why we're very encouraged to see that this collaboration between communities, government, and increasingly also the private sector for the good of the communities, the good for the planet, and the good for the children.
IICA is organizing this event.
Yeah.
How do you feel, sir?
We're very proud to work with them. It's a close collaboration to indeed see opportunities to further spread and mobilize companies, to make them aware, to empower them, to teach them, but also working on guidelines and policies around corporate responsibility and the kind of programs that can be done.
Are you giving any message to the CSR funding, any organizations or public?
Our key message is indeed, first of all, encouragement. I'm really excited. There was an exhibition here. Many companies were showing what they were doing. I think it was exciting to see that. Of course, I want to scale bigger. If they reach 10 million, if they reach 10,000 children, I want them to reach 20,000 children. Yeah, when they go to 7 communities, I want them to go to 70 communities. So I think that's one of the key messages. But for me, it's a message of encouragement and do more, but also learning from each other. How do you set up CSR interventions? How do you reach those that need it most? And that are in many cases the children in the more remote communities, the more disadvantaged communities, the more disadvantaged families and children.
Here we are encouraging communities also.
Yes, yes. I think that's what I strongly believe. It is the responsibility for children is with parents first. Yeah. And parents are parts of families, of communities. The government support them by providing services, yeah, education, schools, etc. But we need also companies to add. Companies are everywhere. We see some products down in villages where sometimes governments, schools are not always easy to get. So the possibility, the strength of the private sector in India is huge. And it's just amazing to see many companies to use the strength, not only for the profit, but also for the people, for the planet. Yeah, that is about protecting the environment, it's about preventing climate change, but also increasingly looking at how can they support the lives of children.
Great. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
All the best.
Nice meeting you.